Baltimore Ravens fans, how we doing? Baltimore Ravens get it done. Thank you for joining me. This is Ravens Nest. Our Ravens win 23-16 in a big-time December game. It was time for us to show up because despite the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills having tied stats with our Ravens coming into this game, we still control our own destiny. And now, 2 down, just like I said last week, 1 down, 2 to go. Well, now it's 2 down, 1 more to go, and it'll be all win or go home next week against the Cincinnati Bengals because of this big-time Saturday win. Now, that game was a little bit too close to what we would have liked. It got pretty close at the end when Sam Cook's punt got blocked with about 2 minutes left. I was concerned. That was not good. Sam Cook did not have a good game after he did last week where he pinned the Browns a whole bunch of times. So they got to figure that thing out. That was not a good block. And the Ravens defense looked a little suspect out there today. I'm not going to lie. I know they got 2 sacks by Willie Henry today, but overall, the pass rush had a little trouble getting to the quarterback. Ever since the game in Pittsburgh, I've been really examining this defense, and the thing that stands out is that they're having trouble tackling. You know, Frank Gore finished the game with 68 yards, had that touchdown, and we had trouble tackling him all game. You know, we also have trouble covering the tight ends. Like they had a tight end, I believe it was Doyle, who had a good game today. So we got to figure out that tackling thing, and as well as Eric Weddle, he dropped 2 interceptions. Eric Weddle is a good safety, but when it comes to making plays, he really struggles on making plays. Like we all know in Pittsburgh last year, at the end of the game, couldn't make the tackle. When he goes to make a tackle, he stops and he waits for the guy to come to him. No, you got to go to them to make the tackle. They're not going to come in your arms and let you make a tackle. He waits to make tackles. So defense, I was not overall impressed, but I was glad at the end of the game that they sealed the win. They got it together at the end, and Kennedy broke up that last pass by Brissett. But let me just say something about Brissett. Like, I don't want to be too hard on our defense, but I will say the performance today won't cut it against Pittsburgh or against New England, and that's really why we gave up 400 passing yards to Roethlisberger the other week, because of some of the weaknesses our defense has. But Brissett, good performance for him. He was throwing the rock. Now, he should have thrown a couple interceptions, like I said, that we dropped. But aside from that, Brissett has a future in this league because he looked pretty good. He was throwing the rock pretty clean. But how can I mention their quarterback without mentioning our quarterback, Joe Flacco? And I'm going to say it once again. January Joe has arrived early, and he was there again today. Apart from a little third quarter, not so good, he had a good game. 29 completions today on 38 attempts, over 230 yards, once again after completing 288 yards last week. So Joe Flacco was out there again. Remember, we're talking about a quarterback that had 9 touchdowns to 11 interceptions within the first part of the season, but ever since week 15 against the Lions, 7 touchdowns to only 1 pick. So he has figured it out. The offense has gotten it together. Now, Alex Collins, teams are starting to collapse in on him. Still had over 50 yards on the game, but let's see moving forward. Remember last week, not a stellar game in Cleveland, and this week, again, wasn't able to crack over 60 yards. So we'll see. We'll see, but good win for the Ravens. One more next week against Cincinnati. I think we get in, man. I really, really do at this point. Really glad for the win. Anyway, thank you guys for watching SB252. Ravens fans, let's go. One more to get. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Talk to you guys later.